about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Alford. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Alford winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, let's get there. 40's the mark. Squeeze. Here we are.
On 3rd down, Alford. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Alford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Alford, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Alford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Niners 14. Ravens.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Jonathan Abram. It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Jason Myers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ravens 7.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the run, he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Alford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw on third down, Alford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Marquise Brown, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
1-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before break. Alford escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Down and 17.
Back to throw. Alford got his target, Samuel. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Alford flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. To back him up 5, and it becomes a 37-yard extra point.
And it doesn't seem like a whole lot, does it? But every kicker I've talked to, they've been stressing about the PAT, the extra point, way more than kicking field goals ever since they moved it back to the 15-yard line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Steps in, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Alford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers continue to roll. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
By the defense.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and now some space to operate. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
they will run again with Coleman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Alford eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. He'll run it.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They run the counter now on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Niners 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.